And your focus now is to be fully aligned with love, fully aligned with compassion, fully aligned with goodness or care or kindness. And therefore, in this way, you put your ego self out of equation, you put the otherness out of equation, and you align with the open expression of the universe working through you, being as an instrument of expression of this creation. And the beautiful summary example of this is when Krishna actually mentioned that you should be like a flute. Yeah, like a flute, the instrument, the flute, which is open in the center, in the middle, and there are these holes that you blow the air through, and you move your fingers in the flute for the divine music to play through you. So you are actually that openness of the vehicle or of the instrument of the flute, and you are that openness through which this instrument is utilized for the divine music to play. And in Hindu tradition, of course, it is another famous example of the dancing Shiva, being the expression of the cosmic dance, of the manifested energetic dance and cycles and changes of the universe. So this is the recognition and reflection today of cycles, changes, and alignment, expression, your focus, and how the openness, the source self, is aligned with the instruments of expression, of manifestation, and with what is going on in the cyclical nature of life. And today's meditation, we will focus on alignment to this openness, becoming the open instrument, like a flute, becoming the open instrument. And as a New Year's gift, we will have the showerings of blessings from the source self pouring upon you with the intention of being more and more open instrument for divine music to play through you. So now let's focus, prepare for meditation. You may make yourself comfortable and okay, and let's take a few moments to slow down a bit, to feel your breath. And first of all, let's set the intention of alignment. So we make an intention to invite your higher vehicles of consciousness, starting with your higher self, I am presence, your soul, and all the way to the source self, to the very highest individuated form of expression, so that all your higher vehicles of consciousness are fully aligned together and focused upon this meditation, you here now. We may see that they are aligning in a straight vertical beam or column of light. In this case, we may make an intention, a golden beam of light. And this beam of light goes infinitely up and infinitely down as complete alignment of all your vehicles of consciousness. And we may recognize that there are many energies related to you specifically at each of the domains, each of those levels of vehicles of consciousness dimensionally. There are many fields of energies related to you directly. And thus you may see that there are many cycles and vortexes at the physical level, at the higher level and higher level and higher. There are many these vortexes and circles and cycles at each of those levels and layers. So now as we are focusing on this vertical alignment to the source self, all the way from here, all the way up, all the way down, to come to a 0 point alignment, we invite all the cycles from the left to come to the center, and all the cycles from the right to come to the center, all the cycles from the back to come to the center, all the cycles from the front to come to the center. So we gather all the energies back into this present vertical 0 point, which is the true new year for you at every single level. So we draw all the energies from all directions in the center in this vertical alignment. And now we make an intention to ask our guides, all the beings, divine beings that you are related, connected with, ascended masters at each of the planes of existence, the angelic beings, archangels, all the beings that are related, connected with you, and those who can assist you, we may ask their blessings to pour upon this alignment of all your vehicles of consciousness. So we make an intention to receive the blessings from all the beings that you are connected knowingly and not knowingly, who are helping you, assisting you, and loving you, to shower you with blessings. Some things you may feel that are alleviated or relieved or become easier or lighter. Some things you may feel that are healing. Some things you may feel that are balancing. All of you are unique beings. So you may feel different things. Some things you may feel even completion with, because now everything is aligned into the 0 point. Or you may also feel that something new is opening up from this 0 point. And actually, in reality, all of you are the 0 point. And only because you have scattered your attention across all the planes and domains, and your attention has mixed up with so many things, that is the only reason that there is struggle. But if you realize that you are the 0 point, and that is the place of all the power, love, wisdom, intelligence, compassion, joy, and bliss, because actually you are the 0 point, and that 0 point is the source. At the 0 point, everyone is the 0 point. Everyone is the source. There is only the source. But as your attention moves from the 0 point outwardly, then it starts to interact with the forms of consciousness. And thus, you experience the spark of the divine, you experience all, for example, the soul and the I am presence and all other vehicles of consciousness. As your attention moves out of the 0 point, out of the self, then you experience the multiplicity and diversity and variety of forms. And in the universe, there is the universal environment, and there are divine sparks and souls who are the 0 points. And thus, the sparks and the souls are here to enjoy the environment, the universe, to experience the beauty and diversity of the universe, and also to learn and to be the instruments of the management and maintenance of the universe. This management and maintenance is actually absolutely effortless. Because imagine if at a higher level, from this perspective, you are an angelic being. And the angelic being has no sense of I, no sense of ego. The angelic being is completely made and born and formed for a divine service. So therefore, everything that the angelic being does is absolutely effortless, without any single thought of itself or doing it for somebody else. So whatever the angelic being does is absolutely aligned with the divine for the most harmonious and effortless existence, service, management. And that's what I mean by experience and management of the universe, because that is the original design. And the effort only comes when there is certain disbalance. That is the reason why there is friction. That is the reason why there is a certain resistance. And that can be related as effort or struggle. So the effort or struggle is actually a friction or resistance. That's what it really is. And the friction and resistance can only exist when something is not completely aligned in a divine way, in absolutely effortless way. And all of you have experienced that some things are super easy. You do it without even blinking, and you fully love it and enjoy it. So that is what is absolutely natural to you. And other things are a big struggle and challenge. And that's where more alignment is necessary. So now let's make one more intention as you're holding your focus on the 0 point, as well as the vertical alignment of all your vehicles of consciousness. Let's make another intention that you become as open as possible and to remove obstacles, limitations from this alignment, from the divine way, so that you unclog the holes of the flute and allow the air to flow through. You allow the divine music to flow through. So we make an intention that you become, that you would become, and you are, and you become the as pure and as clear and as harmonious vehicle, instrument of the divine. And there's no me in it. There's no you in it. You are open instrument. You are the air and the flute for the divine to play through. And you are the divine too. So actually, you are all things together as one. The divine, the air, the flute, and the music. All of it as one. And the ego is like a little dirt on the flute, clogging the holes. That's what the ego is. That's the resistance, the contraction. Something in the way, like a stick in a wheel. And some people ask, I still need some ego to survive. No, you don't need ego to survive. You need wisdom, alignment, a higher alignment, higher awareness. That's what you need, not the ego. You don't need the dirt covering the holes of the flute. You need to unclog it so that the divine can play beautifully the divine music. And that is the absolute oneness, because they're inseparable, they're one. And that's where even the notion that I am only the consciousness and I have nothing to do with manifestation or with this experience, that also goes away. The non-dual stuckness of I'm only this and not that also falls apart. You are everything. Nothing is excluded. As soon as you start excluding something, you start making friction, resistance, avoidance. And of course, I do understand the challenge, the struggle along the way of opening to that one, to that absolute. And that struggle is that dirt, we may say, that the resistances, the challenges, the healing to be done. So it's a necessary part along the journey. And now in the heavens, I hear the beautiful divine flute playing beautiful divine songs. And even for some of you who may say, oh, I know this, I know that already, it's not about knowing, it's about being here now. Even if I tell you 1,000 times the same thing about energetic alignment, it is not about saying, oh, yes, I know how it works. No, it's about being that. The only reason that I explain and talk is not for your mind to internalize it, grasp it, and process it, and chew it, and spit it out. It's not for your mind. It's for you to align and experience that here now. So my words are only pointing to that beingness, openness, self. So we have the intention to be as pure as possible, as clear as possible, as harmonious as possible, and to purify, to continue purifying, clearing, harmonizing, healing towards that divine alignment. Being in the divine alignment, we gracefully and joyfully invite and ask for blessings from higher beings who are already aligned, who can also help you on this alignment. And we keep our focus straight. We keep our focus aligned all the way up, all the way down, from all the sides. Everything is absolutely aligned to the present singularity, to the present 0 point. And Some of you may ask, how does that feel like? That singularity or 0 point? It is your present awareness. That's what it is. And it may appear at first as a singularity or 0 point, but actually is not a point. It's not a tiny center. It is boundless openness of awareness. That's what the true singularity or 0 point is. And that is the one self. So you invert your attention back into singularity, and from singularity, you invert into the openness of awareness. And from that perspective, you are one, and everything is included in your awareness. This whole experience, whatever it would be, simple or cosmic, universal, it is in your awareness, inseparable, one. So this is my blessing to all of you. And this is the blessing of all your guides to all of you for this special time of the new year, of the 0 point singularity of your own source self, for all your experiences, manifestations, creations, co-creations, healings, alignments, purifications. All these blessings are upon you, upon your focus of experience. And now you may joyfully, lovingly, and ideally with the gratitude for receiving the blessings, for having this beautiful opportunity, because gratitude truly completes the flow of the heart. When you're grateful and loving towards the higher support and help, it completes the cycle. And then the higher support can help you even more, because with the gratitude and love, you're open to the support. If you're say, okay, well, thank you and goodbye, you close the openness. So you got some blessings and got some support. Okay, thank you, goodbye, but then you closed. So why not keep it open? Why not be eternally grateful and loving? And that is the nature of the heart and the nature of the open flow system. So you see that the seeking for the end is a closed system. But being open system, everything is open and everything is happening. It can be also restful time, peaceful time happening. It can be an active time. It can be anything, but it's open system. There's no end. So with love and gratitude, we may start returning from meditation, but you may keep your hearts open in this open way. So we may return from meditation